This is a letter written by Anne Boleyn to Henry VIII when she was imprisoned in the Tower of London. To Henry VIII, 6th of May, 1536. Sir, your Grace's displeasure and my imprisonment are things so strange unto me, and what to write or what to excuse I am altogether ignorant. Whereas you send unto me, willing me to confess a truth and so to obtain your favour, by such a one whom you know to be my ancient professed enemy. I no sooner received this message by him, than I right conceived your meaning. And if, as you say, confessing a truth indeed may procure my safety, I shall with all willingness and duty perform your command. But let not your Grace ever imagine that your poor wife will ever be brought to acknowledge fault where not so much as a thought thereof proceeded. And to speak a truth, never prince had wife more loyal in duty, and in all true affection, than you have ever found in Anne Boleyn, in which name and place I could willingly have contented myself, if so God and your Grace's pleasure had been pleased. Neither did I at any time so far forget myself in my exaltation or received queenship, but that I always looked for such an alteration as now I find, for the ground of my preferment being on no surer foundation than your Grace's fancy. The least alteration I knew was fit and sufficient to draw that fancy to some other subject. You have chosen me from a low estate to be your queen and companion, far beyond my desert or desire. If then you found me worthy of such honour, good your Grace, let not any light fancy or bad counsel of my enemies withdraw your princely favour from me. Neither let that stain, that unworthy stain of a disloyal heart towards your Grace, ever cast so foul a blot on your most dutiful wife, and the infant princess your daughter. Try me, good king, but let me have a lawful trial, and let not my sworn enemies sit at my accusers and judges. Yea, let me receive an open trial, for my truth shall fear no open shames. Then shall you see either my innocency cleared, your suspicion and conscience satisfied, the ignominy and slander of the world stopped, or my guilt openly declared, so that whatsoever God or you may determine of me, your Grace may be freed from an open censure. And my offence being so lawfully proved, your Grace is at liberty both before God and man, not only to execute worthy punishment on me as an unlawful wife, but to follow your affection already settled on that party, for whose sake I come now as I am, whose name I could some good while sith have pointed unto your Grace, being not ignorant of my suspicion therein. But if you have already determined of me, and that not only my death, but an infamous slander must bring you the enjoying your desired happiness, then I desire of God that he will pardon your greater sin herein, and likewise my enemies, the instruments thereof. And if he will not call you to a straight account for your unprincely and cruel usage of me at his general judgment seat, where both you and myself must shortly appear, and in whose right judgment I doubt not, whatsoever the world may think of me, mine innocence shall be openly known, and sufficiently cleared. My last and only request shall be, that myself may only bear the burden of your Grace's displeasure, and that it may not touch the innocent souls of those poor gentlemen, whom, as I understand, are likewise in strait prisonment for my sake. If ever I have found favour in your sight, if ever the name of Anne Boleyn have been pleasing to your ears, let me obtain this last request, and I will so leave to trouble your Grace any further, with my earnest prayers to the Trinity, to have your Grace in his good keeping, and to direct you in all your actions. From my doleful prison in the Tower, the 6th of May, your most loyal and faithful wife, Anne Boleyn.